Hey everyone, welcome back to Poprageous. I am Danny Alex. So there's been some new news that came out a couple of days ago about the budget for Deadpool and Wolverine. And of course, well, it's not going to go down. We know that through previous experiences. These things always go up, but boy, did it go up this time. And it has ramifications going across all of Disney's properties, including the Sean Levy Star Wars movie, Starfighter. Here we go. Deadpool and Wolverine budget revealed to be much higher than previously thought. Now, I don't know if this is a surprise. What is a surprise is how much higher it is. Thanks to the British government's public records, we now have a more accurate accounting of the Deadpool Wolverine budget, and it's massive. Even for Marvel, which has become known for spending money like a drunken sailor. And I think that's being mean to drunken sailors, personally. According to Variety, Disney and Marvel initially claimed that Deadpool and Wolverine, their last big MCU hit, cost $200 million to make and $100 million to market, which, at the time is like, okay, that sounds like they were keeping things in check. Well, my friends, in a piece by the London Standard reveals the actual numbers based on UK tax filings through which Disney claimed their rebate for filming in the country. The production cost for Deadpool and Wolverine totaled £418.1 million, which is equivalent to $547.7 million. I mean, that is an awful lot of money for a movie that is basically two main characters. Basically, it's a buddy movie, right? It's a buddy movie and features no big alien invasions, unless you count the Land of the Lost Fox Marvel characters that the Void became. There weren't any huge egregious sets. I mean, that is a crazy amount of money and an utter surprise, if you ask me. Utterly a surprise. The implications for Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars are wild. Whatever those film cost, it's going to be more than Deadpool and Wolverine. Robert Downey Jr. alone is reportedly getting around $100 million, and the Russo brothers are being paid close to that with back-end points based on performance. Now, if they can get it, and Disney is willing to pay that money, but I'll tell you, fine, good for them, right? But I think fans are the average person might be getting a little tired of all of this money going out. And then you want us to pay how much to go see this stuff in theaters? No. I mean, it's better for the average person to wait and let it get to streaming, if you ask me. The cast for Doomsday is stacked, and there will still be characters that haven't been revealed. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are heavily rumored to return, and after Deadpool and Wolverine's box office haul, regardless of whether it made money or not, they certainly won't be cheap. No, they won't. Nor will the alumni of the Avengers. All those actors are going to be coming in for, if they know that Robert Downey Jr. is getting $100 million, they're going to want their payday too. And this goes much farther, right? This will hit, arguably, this is going to hit Sean Levy's Star Wars Starfighter. I mean, what are the budgets there? He's got no guardrails. Granted, he's a good filmmaker, but he has no guardrails, which might be a good thing. It might be we'll see. Is Disney just throwing money down a hole with Marvel movies at this point? Perhaps, but it's also possible they see Doomsday and Secret Wars as long-term investments. That does not make any sense. You do not invest $1 billion in this movie, then $1 billion in this movie, and think that it's going to have it. Endgame didn't have any benefit beyond that into phase 4 and 5. I mean, things cratered. So I don't buy that argument. They'll cost a lot to make. Speculation is that it could go over $1 billion just for Doomsday. Guys, think of that. But if they get people excited for a new phase of the MCU, particularly through the rumored reboot that's supposed to happen at the end of Secret Wars, they could pay dividends over the next few years. I doubt it. What are you going to have Robert Downey Jr., who's basically a senior citizen now? Yeah, like it's going to be Old Man Iron Man. Is that going to be like the next one after Secret Wars? Old Man Iron Man, a trilogy. Make it a trilogy. Oh man. For example, if Marvel can keep the budget down, I think this is a pretty weak example, but if Marvel can keep the budget down for the next X-Men movie and it does huge numbers, how was Fantastic Four first steps? I mean, how did that work out? Some of the profits could offset losses on Doomsday and Secret Wars. And that's really bad planning. So you're going to blow money on these two movies, so hopefully you can make money into the next one or the one after that. I mean, that is not good financial planning. That is dumb. Each movie should stand on its own. And if it can't, why are you making it? Why are you making it? But that is predicated upon putting their credit cards away once in a while. Oh, they can't. They can't. Superhero movies cannot keep costing $300 to $400 million, and they can't really go as high as Deadpool and Wolverine did. A lot of what Disney counted on too was the intellectual property that would bleed into its theme parks, right? And it's not happening because they're butchering the characters. The way the characters were in phases 1, 2, and 3, they got mileage, right? They were selling stuff. They were selling paraphernalia. But with where it is now, no one cares. Stuff ain't being sold. Kids don't want it. This is, it's a big problem. But you're not gonna spend your way into $2 billion, and maybe you might get it for a short term, but the post-Endgame era of the MCU will be remembered for a few things, one of which will be Marvel's hubris. I do like that. Thinking its audience was so devoted to the brand that they could spend wildly and make the money back, and that fans would show up. Fans are customers. When you don't treat your customers like the valuable commodities that they are, they leave. They don't come back. I mean, this could probably be a really good lesson for business schools in the future. Let's look back at Marvel and Star Wars. How to destroy super huge global fandoms. No matter what, will the post, and the question is, let's end on this. Will the post-Secret Wars era become a period of restraint? I doubt it. Guys, I doubt it. I think all of this, if you're a shareholder in Disney or board of director, if I was on the board of directors of Disney, I'd be going, can we get Iger in here to start explaining some of this stuff? But we'll see how it all works out. But one thing is for sure, whatever they say the budgets are for a movie, whatever they say, do you add 50%? What's the number that you actually should add? Probably 50% at minimum. So, but one thing is for sure, the future will reveal all. We'll see. We'll see what happens with these movies in the budgets. Hit subscribe, guys. Join Poprageous. Glad to have you on board. And I will see you in our next video. Cheers.